Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another living world of darkness. Rage across New York. Okay, I'm
Well,
done. I
I'm gonna
cannot
do that
keep.
again.
This scene is set in the car of Teresa, Public Enemy. She's got two captive Fiona with her. Well, captive in is she's driving and they're stuck in the car with her, but they wanted to talk, and Alana's pacing was getting on people's nerves, I suppose, and it's good to just get out and around. So that's where this scene starts with yeah, Teresa driving a car with people in it with her.
Teresa, who ironically has the song Bump and Grind playing in her car right now, just on the radio, says, So, remember how Aiden said he had never had sex with another man?
I don't think that's gonna last long.
I feel like that's not going to last long.
Saoirse doesn't say anything. I don't know who's in the front. Probably Alonna. So if Teresa glances in the rearview mirror, she's just kind of like sitting there with her lips pursed together. She takes a deep sigh.
You all right back there?
I'm peachy. I'm gonna lose my best friend to a fucking silver fang. Ugh.
Look, it's all right. I think that's just. Uh, when you're attracted to someone new, the new emotions kind of take you for a bit of a ride, and you get excited.
He's got a Metis-hating boner for him, it seems.
Yeah, that was some real Metis hate I saw. That was wow.
Wow. That's
Wow.
normal. That's normal for back home. That's exactly how they're all treated.
Wow. That not even my Jesus God, not even my old Fiona stuff was like that.
That's
Like,
actually treating them good a lot of times, actually. But
She's lucky she's part of a pack.
as they hit a stoplight, Tracy kind of looks over. At what point are did, did, oh my God, I don't know how to respond to this without being extremely offensive.
Just do it. It's alright.
Do all you motherfuckers just treat Metis like dogs? Like, what the fuck? They're not dogs.
No, they're mules.
What?
That's what they're called at home. Mules.
She's sitting
Fiona seemed to hate Metis the most because we make the most of them.
Oh, yeah,
They're
no,
a constant. They're a constant reminder of our unbridled passions.
You know what you do when you have unbridled passions? You grab a sock, you pull up X videos, and then you have a good night. Maybe light some candles.
She actually laughs at that. I'm not saying it's right, but that's exactly how it is.
I mean, hell, if you're gonna treat someone like a dog like that, make sure they're fucking into it.
She's like, well, the deer didn't seem to mind too much.
You know. At
That's
first,
probably been her whole life.
yeah. See, at first I didn't mind my treatment either until the glasswalkers found me and were like, Teresa, you know that's fucked up, right? You know that's not okay.
I know. It's probably going to take some time to desensitize her to. That's not the right word.
Look, I'm not gonna be. I'm trying.
But
Look, okay. Real talk. I am not here to be Captain Save-A-Metis. But if she wants to live, and I'm absolutely serious, if she wants to fucking live, she can't just she's gonna have to come out of her shell one way or another. Like that's one thing. 10 Point's gonna have to do that.
See what happens. She's part of a pack, so essentially she's their property.
Yeah, see, I don't. Pack is pack. Pack is not territory.
Alonna hide her flinching at that.
But that's how they view it back home. Is if you have a metis in your pack, it's because they're useful and they're your property. I don't view it that way, but a lot do. And it seems that that's the way that, oh, what's his face? What did he call himself? Silverfang.
Predator. Oh, damn it.
Predator's focus. And Banshee view it. Because she seems extremely subservient to them.
Alonna starts laughing. Something struck her and she just starts busting up.
What's so funny, Raya?
I know.
His deed name. Oh my god, his deed name. His deed name is Prey. He's the Predator's focus. His deed name is Prey.
But wonder if he realizes that. Oh, that's funny.
Ooh. But yeah, no, like y'all.
And a Gleeman Eye. I can't believe he came here. I thought we killed them all.
Okay, awesome. That's why I felt weird. Because I was like, wait a minute, Gleaming Eye. That's
Saoirse looks a little confused.
So sometime in the past, I don't, like a year ago, I think, maybe a bit more, a bit less. I'm not exactly sure. I wasn't here for it, but Olaf was telling me about it.
Yeah,
there was House Gleaming Eye. We had a Silverfang on Sept, who was part of a different house. On House Gleaming Eye wanted them all dead. So they sent 300 Garrow here to wipe them and anybody that tried to stop them out. And they all died. And we're still here. Granted, Olaf Raya called in the Trigvossans, much like they did when we were defending the Sept down in the Amazon. And there were others that came. Number of spirits were on our side for that as well. Not counting the Sept spirits, additional spirits that were summoned for it. And I think there was actually like leeches that had just randomly started attacking because they saw fighting going on. So like, let's get our licks in too. So we wiped out. I thought from what I heard, we had wiped out their entire house. None of them remained. So the fact that the last remaining Gleaming Eye came here is a wee bit disconcerting.
Wait. Why would he become a part of the Sept that literally wiped out his family? Oh my god.
Does he know what happened to his family?
I can't see how he couldn't not know. Our entire Sept was sent to the Amazon because of it. That's why we were there.
So you think maybe he came here thinking that everyone was wiped out? And it was all new Garou.
Well, hold on. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. When I told him, have you been told about the dangers of the Sept? Like, most people are generally like, oh no, tell me more, Teresa. Predator's focus got all flunchy. Got a little weird. And then Teresa, tell me more. I think that was shade. That was shade.
I noticed that as well.
Guys, are we ready to play fucking Game of Thrones? I feel like this is what this is turning into. I'm not ready for that. Like,
Thanks, there.
Yeah, Saoirse, Game of Thrones. I've heard the name, but I have not seen the show.
It's a really good show. There's a lot of fucking in it. Like a lot. Wow, there's a just wow. Like every other episode. In the first season, every episode.
No, it's
Most
one way to get you interested.
what
But we have to get Aiden to understand that just because he's a Metis hater from a Fiona Sept doesn't mean that he can be trusted. He's still a Silverfang.
Who says he's even from our sept? Banshee was down in the Amazon. She may have picked him up there.
I mean,
No,
you said he was from the Sept of the Tri-Spiral. You guys said you came from the Terra, correct?
Aye.
Yeah.
Tri-Spiral's not that far away.
I mean, yeah, but Solar Shrug.
I'd like to, given our tribe's history with the Silverfang, I find it a bit weird that he lived on an Fiona Sept.
That's why I'm saying she picked him up outside of there.
Nah, nay, he said that he was from there.
Don't see how that happened.
Yeah, not gonna lie. All I know about Silverfang, Jacob's the only Silverfang I know. And my den father, when I asked him about Silverfangs, he sat me down, and that's how I watched Game of Thrones. He told me to marathon the entire series up until that point and say that's Silverfangs.
Let's do that sometime.
It's such a good show with a lot of fucking.
Perhaps I'll have to get Savannah to watch it with me then.
The only
Side eye from the back seat.
What?
That was at Alonna.
Teresa's still curious now. She don't look mad. She's like, what? It is not a big deal to like watching some fucking every once in a while. Like I said, X videos and candles.
She laughs.
I don't know why they're here though. It has to be cause trouble. I don't trust them.
Well, all right, look. Here's the thing. I'm willing to give this dude a shot. I may not entirely get down with how he operates, but honestly, she has the option to leave that pack whenever she wants here.
She may not think so.
Maybe.
Aye, they probably have her conditioned to think that she's only going to survive with them. And she thinks that she can't leave.
Wow, brainwashing and social conditioning. Oh. God, I'm so...
Use a Silverfang.
A Silverfang Philodox, no less. That's almost worse than a Fiona Philodox that's hardcore conservative.
God damn, I don't know how the non-city tribes function with this. I don't understand. Like,
And I was raised by a Fiona Philodox. She kind of...
I just, like, I didn't even understand the Fiona when I grew up with them, and then the Glasswalker showed me the true path, and it was beautiful. and I thought this was how Garu did it. I thought my set was just weird, and then I found out I was the weird one. I mean, what do you mean we don't What do you mean we don't all like carry weapons just in case? How do we? What do you mean? I don't get it. I don't get it, guys.
Perhaps should we change topics? Something a little less. Oh, I don't know what's the word. Stressful? Didn't you say there was something you wanted to talk to her about? And she kind of nods towards the back seat.
Oh shit! Yeah, I guess we can have that talk now. Fuck it. They're just driving about.
Saoirse's eyes widen slightly. She kind of cocks her head. What is it, Raya?
Ain't a big deal, girl. Calm down. You'll be alright.
Aiden survived the talk. You should be able to do just as well.
The talk, it almost sounds like she's going to talk to me about sex.
Well, you see,
Alonna kind of shrugged.
very much. They file down their fingernails and then also.
That is both out of character and in character laughter.
But anyway, I was just wondering how you specifically kind of got down. I suppose the word I would use would be politically, I guess. I'm pretty well aware of our stance regarding, Metis, so that's not really too much of a problem. But I'm just wondering what your feelings are about, well, and then she'll just kind of gesture very, very widely to the city.
Well, I've never been in a city this big, so it's a bit overwhelming. But, like, I'm not one of those that absolutely hates the city. I mean, I was born human. uh,
All right.
she's like, I don't know what else to say.
This is going to be another follow-up question. This is going to be very odd, but trust me when I say that it is required. Do you literally support a second Impergium?
No.
Okay, cool.
I mean,
That's not.
there's times
Okay.
where I think that some stupid people would be better off dead. Darwin Award system and stuff. But
I mean, Saoirse, have you seen the gun I made?
I believe so.
Okay, yeah. So then I believe we both have reached an understanding regarding my stance with stupid people.
She smiles really wide, toothless, like, all right then.
They give awards to stupid people called Darwin Awards?
No, okay. So no, what happens is that if someone dies because they did something stupid, it's a Darwin Award, especially if and they only get the award if they hadn't reproduced. So it's basically natural selection. Only the strongest survive, the weak call themselves. And the stupid.
I didn't realize they gave awards for that.
It's an internet thing that I heard about.
A nod of understanding.
Internet thing. How often do you two go on the internet?
Probably not often as we. Not very often. No.
I go on often enough to make sure that my store that it's not my uncle, but it's the easiest way to describe it.
Mm-hmm.
He may as well be. It's fine.
Saoirse's uncle runs my store, and I make sure that all of my stuff's up there once a week on to check for any custom orders that people put in for, and I make sure that my account for my income is covered and safe. Because I don't technically exist, and everything about me is a lie. So I have to I try and keep an eye on it.
That's fair. Okay. Okay. That's good.
I mean, I took a few online classes for school, especially after me change, because it's kind of hard to go into a classroom when everybody wants to recoil from you in fear.
Yeah, yeah, that's yeah, that was an issue I had when I changed too. I'm
It took
not
me a
gonna.
little longer than it would have normally, but I did manage to finish.
Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. I've never been to school ever.
Neither have I, so don't feel bad.
Yeah, the Fiona, the my Fiona parent did not. I believe
Okay,
the word he
I
said
have.
was, "Oh,
Oh, sorry, Raya. Go ahead.
oh." I was just gonna say. I believe his exact words were, "Cockroaches don't need to go to school anyway."
Cockroaches.
Why would he be treating you like a menace? Because that's what it sounds like.
That's
Because
exactly the question I was about to ask. You're not a menace, so
because
what's the problem?
I'm gay, a woman, and biracial, and born out of wedlock.
Okay, but that was his fault, not yours.
And now we see the issues with Fiona and the Metis.
I know. It's hypocritical. I know. Believe me. But you're still Hamid, so
Oh, I
Well, calling
figure.
you a cockroach, I guess, kind of makes sense now that you went and joined the Glasswalkers.
Uh, Dad cheated on his then wife with the Glasswalker kinfolk. So yeah, that was yeah.
well, your dad sounds like a right piece of shite.
Oh yes, I'm going to be completely honest with both of you. Since we're planning on doing this thing, if I see him again, I'm going to shoot him at point blank range with that sniper rifle.
I'm not gonna stop you, Raya.
All right. Hey, we're getting too close to the pound now. I can hear him going crazy, feeling that we're here.
So loud. Why are they so loud?
Maybe it's because they're jealous. They want to be wolves so badly, but they can't.
I can hear them down the block. Oh my god.
They didn't do this around Unicorn's Bone. I haven't seen him in forever now, though. I think he got lost down in the Amazon, perhaps.
Okay. Oh shit. Oh my god, guys. Did you hear about what
What?
the fuck happened
With what?
with Will and Forlorn?
Eh.
Eh?
Oh my god. Okay. So I don't have the specifics. All I have is the text that Tapisha sent me. But apparently, and none of this gets out, apparently what went down was, I guess, Forlorn tried to get back at Will. Um, and then the next text that I saw from Tapisha was unconscious Forlorn. So I'm only gathering that one thing happened.
Radiant Spear got knocked the fuck out.
Apparently.
God, what that idiot do this time? It's people like him that give Metis a bad name.
Damn, I think that's the most shit I've seen you throw.
When you behave like that, I disapprove of the behavior. I don't care what breed you are.
I mean, that's legit. I feel ways when glasswalkers do dumb shit.
I feel it ways when anybody does dumb shit that they shouldn't be, especially when they know better.
Yeah,
I just hope he didn't like try and break in and do something stupid.
I mean, we'll find out when that fucking rite of ostracism ends. God damn.
Since he managed to get everybody out alive safely, I don't see why they went with such a severe punishment. There's plenty of others they could have done. But that's just me. It's not my place to make those judgments.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like most of the time I've been in those kinds of situations. Well, like when I had to get on like Kumba's case regarding a fuck up he made or something. Generally, all he had to do was get told to not do it again, and then it didn't happen again.
Besides, shouldn't the ranking members of the party have been the ones in trouble, not the Cleoths?
I don't know. I wasn't there during that. Looks back at Saoirse.
Well, Will disobeyed orders of his superiors. So, and Jacob was one of his superiors that was there. So, I don't know. I mean, I was curious about the portals, but I wasn't gonna hop into one. And Will was gonna step sideways with a mirror, and we're trying to get him to disrupt him so that he couldn't do it. And Jacob threw himself at him and missed and fell into the portal that was on the wall right behind him, showing all of us that you could just go in through the portal. So that's exactly what Will did afterwards. Was it disrupted his stepping sideways enough for him to realize, oh, I can just go in through there, and he dived right in. And the rest of us went in after him.
Alonna just shakes her head.
So he's the Philodox. He's within his rights to give the punishment he sees fit.
Aye. I guess I just have a softer heart about certain things than others. But like I said, it's not my place to make that call, so.
No, but you can have your opinions. As long as you're not trying to change the outcome.
If there was one thing happening that I wish I could have changed the outcome of, would have been the trial that Jacob was fighting in down in the Amazon.
You mean his fostering challenge?
Aye, same.
What happened during that anyway? Because Jacob just kind of didn't say anything.
A lot lass had been blinded by something foul. Her eyes were bleeding and pussy. And she was blinded by it. And they were saying that she should be put to death because you never let your pack and such suffer because of you with the litany. If you're to sick and such, you're supposed to kill yourself. And the fella trying it was doing it based purely on the fact that she now had a handicap, that she was no longer fit to live. Which was, I could tell by the look that he was giving me, it wasn't about this woman. It was about getting rid of Metis, trying to justify just killing him as part of the litany.
Hmm.
He was a Fianna Philodox, and those looks he kept throwing me, I'd have been dead a dozen times over if he could have.
If I could ask, what auspice was the blinded Garu?
She was a Galliard, I think.
Galliard what? Like what tribe? No.
Oh, I don't
Do you
even
remember?
remember now. That was what, 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Back in February.
Uh,
Oh, no, actually. I think she was Black Fury. Because Chloe was pretty worked up about it because of that. I remember that now. Thinking about it. It was immediately after that that we found the Ronin's body with the message about, and I started going around teaching people about the elder language so they could recognize it.
oh, fuck that language, by the way. Oh my god, it was so hard.
So what happened with her?
Jacob took a clave and severed her head from her body.
So there wasn't any way to save her.
They weren't willing to let her pack go on to do anything to save her. They made their decision. She was to die. Even if there were other options, death was the only one they were given.
Wait, so the pack ultimately made this call? Or the pack wasn't given the
Nay,
choice to begin with?
the pack wasn't given the choice to begin with.
That sounds like more of a pack thing.
Aye, should have been. Should have been up to the pack. Shouldn't have been a trial.
Like, oh, guys, I got shot in the face. Let's let the truth catcher decide. I get. Because that's something that affects me and my pack. That, like, I mean, I could see, something like, okay, so you have to step down from some pertinent set positions. Like, I can understand that. Hmm.
Was there anything else wrong with her besides just being blinded?
There was an infection in the wounds. That's why it was pussing, and they hadn't been able to figure out how to cure it. Although we believe that there was a way to get it cured, but they'd have had to gone and taken her on a quest in the Umbra, which would have put people at risk, namely her pack, tending to a blind woman in the Umbra.
Well, it should have been their decision whether or not they wanted to take that under. If they were willing to do it, they should have been given the choice to.
Shoulda. They weren't. Yeah, we are not Philodoxes, and we don't get to make those choices.
Be damned if someone tries to tell me how to run my pack. But whatever, I guess.
Did you have any other questions for me, Raya?
I guess I know how you feel about that specific part of the litany. What about that? I know back at Terra there was a lot of hierarchy, and the hierarchy was pretty big over there. What's your stance on it?
Not sure I understand what you mean.
Based on what I've heard, Terra was very top down. You know exactly where you stand in the pecking order. And it wasn't particularly flexible.
It's really not. Basically, if someone of higher ranking says something, you have to do it, no matter what. I definitely respect those above me, but I would like the liberty to let them know if I think they're going to be doing something stupid.
Bit of a follow-up. Where do you think that liberty ends and then the Ragabash auspice begins?
Speak up, I can't hear you.
Sorry about that.
No, Lindsay.
It was me.
Oh, okay.
She contemplates that for a moment. You make a good point. Maybe it just because you're right. It's the Ragabash that are supposed to make those calls.
If I could offer my own input regarding that, the way that my pack, when we had more people, the way we did things was the person that was generally in charge was the person that was the most able and most fitting to lead right then. I typically led in combat, and in most other situations, I was typically a face. But the moment we stepped sideways, our old packmate Ellie, she was in Lieutenant Theard. She took the reins for that. And I deferred to her in most things.
Saoirse contemplates that. So it's like basically taking turns being alpha for certain missions, but say, if we were to join your pack, you would be alpha all the time except in certain situations, right?
Typically, yeah.
She'll nod.
If we came,
I could be all right with that. I think
Yeah.
it makes sense to let the most knowledgeable one take the lead.
Yeah. So like during combat, I would probably be the one that took over. But if we had to do literally anything related to your tribe, you would be in charge of that, and I probably would not be anywhere near that.
All right then. Sounds good to me.
And on the flip side, during spirit stuff,
Oh, that's Alonna all the way.
yeah,
Kumba, I suppose.
yeah, you're a Kumba. Like,
But I've seen Alonna deal with spirits, and she's very, very good at it.
I agree, which is why I want her.
Oh, really now?
Good thing I'm a menace already, so we can't even worry about making one.
As Teresa just reaches into her glove compartment and pulls out a nail file and just starts filing her nails.
Saoirse just shakes her head and kind of face palms. Oh, that's great.
Well, Savannah does say I'm quite pretty. Don't you think so too? And she's kind of flashing a jesting grin at Teresa. App 7, by the way, right now, just so you know.
I know, I know. Although Teresa will kind of respond with, "Wait a minute, so this is Bandit Chick. Is this the girl that you was talking to on the phone back in the Amazon?"
Aye?
I'm really glad I didn't interject and start singing Bump and Grind or some shit.
Well, she probably would have just laughed at me.
Should have done it.
In a
Should have.
lot of ways, she's very much like a Ragabash herself. In her
Oh,
own
really?
way.
All right.
That's where I got the glitter and the whoopee cushions for yesterday.
Oh, okay. That was her doing.
Well, if I was meeting a fairy, then I had to be properly prepared because yesterday was a high holy day for him.
Oh shit. All right.
A high holy day, huh?
So it'd seem.
Like, how?
As in, like, it has a lot of meaning for him. Um, you know the old stories about the Fae, being pranksters and such. All Fool's Day is like made for them.
I see. Right? I myths and legends, the Fae folk do all kinds of things, including play tricks. And there are some that will scare the shite out of you in the middle of the night.
Oh, I'm not surprised. I'd be surprised if there weren't, actually.
Nah, man. I've seen Pan's Labyrinth. That's some shit, man. And I'm the only one here that's seen that movie. All right.
Yep. She just kind of blinks.
Isn't that the one that was Spanish or something?
Yeah, it was that one.
Never saw it. I don't speak Spanish.
There were subtitles.
You want me to watch a movie or read a book? Which is it?
What? It's just some lines at the bottom, girls. Don't be lazy.
But you have to take in like everything that's going on the screen. Sitting there reading distracts you from that.
I mean, it's not that bad. Also, the movie's pretty good. If it got fucked up.
Well, if you'd really like me to see it, Raya, I will watch it with you.
I mean, like, it was good enough to see one time. I don't need to see that shit a second time.
Oh, fine then. I won't. She kind of sticks her tongue out a little bit at Teresa.
Okay, but no, seriously. Have you two seen the Marvel movies yet? And the Marvel shows?
Saoirse shakes her head.
All right. We're going to need to start with those.
Marvel. I don't
The
think I've
Avengers?
watched those to Savannah. The Avengers? Have Savannah and I watched what? We might have. I might have seen that with Savannah. She's trying to get me caught up on all these new modern pop fangled thingies. Pop culture shite. I'm like, but my job is just to speak with the spirits and preach the praises of Stag and all that, you know? Not to watch movies.
Well, movies are just a nice break from all that.
I would agree with that. But I grew up without a TV, so going to the cinema once in a while was a rare treat.
Hey, me too.
Why don't you have a TV? I'm afraid the monster in the basement's gonna bust it. The one that's down there crying because she doesn't feel like she did good enough. Aye, the same. Oh, tough shite then. Guess you can come over to my house and watch movies.
Saoirse kind of slinks back into the back seat.
Oh, why doesn't your daughter have a TV? Oh, because she's a worthless piece of shit. Oh, that makes sense.
I really don't want to be bonding over that shite. That is some shitey shite.
Yeah, that's some really fucked up shit. We should probably change that subject.
I'm sorry, Saoirse.
Alright. You're welcome to peony that if you'd like.
You really want me to?
Fuck it, Homegirl's gonna try it. With one success.
Alright, I do the screen share, screen share, screen share, and there. Oh, I don't have a success. I have a fail.
Oh, hell, for the first time.
Teresa can tell that it's not alright. Like, she doesn't enjoy hearing about the shit that Alana went through. She feels there's a hint of guilt in it.
The biggest thing that I realized once I got out, one of the biggest things, is that it's hard to change ingrained perceptions on your own. I'm not gonna lie, I had a couple of thoughts about maybe if I go Fiona, maybe I can do something. Maybe I could change my dad's perception of me. Maybe I could be the kind of Fiona that I heard all the stories about. And then I realized that it takes sometimes you just aren't in a position to create the ideal situation. I think what matters though is what happens when you're out of that less ideal situation. In essence, when life gives you lemons.
Make lemon meringue pie. It's way better than lemonade.
Saoirse will crack a smile.
It's fine.
I've been thinking about making it with a bacon crust, though. What do you think about that?
If it involves bacon, I support it.
Everything's better with bacon.
I bake the crust first. Get it mostly cooked before I put the meringue in it.
Like, I grew up with Alana, but we didn't know each other, and I knew the only way I was really going to get to know her was to get away from our home sept. So when she left for New York with my aunt and uncle, I decided that I was going to follow eventually. It took me a little longer to finish school than I would have liked, but she's still a little wary of my intentions, I know. But I'm not Ragabash. I'm not here to play a prank.
No, but you brought a Ragabash with you. Who's
That
not
I
above
did.
it? Who's not above using yourself to play the prank?
His views on metas are a bit more extreme than mine. I try to get him a little more on my side. Probably would have been successful had it not been for the arrival of.
Game of
The
Thrones.
arrival of what?
She said, well, you know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it seems hatred's going to be spreading itself quite rapidly here in New York.
Uh, it seems that things like this tend to come in waves. I remember when I
Guess I
first
should learn to surf.
maybe. I remember when I first came on, a big thing that was going on was the Lupus and the Hamids and this big conflict between us. And of course, the Glasswalkers were a focal point of that because we are who we are. Eventually, that kind of subsided too.
Aye, it'll probably blow over. It is a bone narcept after all.
Yeah.
I don't know. With as fast as we're showing up, it might become a Fiona sept soon.
Will y'all come with me if that happens?
Where are we going?
I don't know. Just not. I don't
Aye.
handle Fiona like a full on. Like I there. No. I couldn't.
We'll go. I would have. Sorry. Don't imagine that she'd want to lose the second pack, so we go with our pack.
I only have one problem with leaving. I have a commitment to kinfolk that are here, and they're not ones that can just up and skedaddle.
Well.
Are there other septs near here that we could go to that I'd still be able to keep an eye on them?
Oh yeah, I know there's a couple. I know there's another set not too far from here. Don't know too much about it though. But yeah, I think honestly, worst case scenario,
We just live out in the city.
wouldn't leave my pack. So yeah,
Suppose we could just live out in the city, separate from the sept.
I have no problems living in the city. In fact, I actively live in the city when I'm not doing some stuff. That is, which I'm doing so much more of. Oh my god.
I'm trying to figure out how to talk to the keeper of the land. Convince him to let me finish what I started before we left for the Amazon.
What did you try to start?
Katori asked me to make her shrine, and I did. The only thing I haven't done yet is summon the spirit for it. Only problem is the new keeper of the land's very anti-Metis Fiona.
Huh.
I'm contemplating using the doing as I was told line. That tends to work. Just doing what I was told, Raya. And he should concede the fact. If he doesn't, then Nothing. I made a shrine for nothing.
So that can be one of the that can be something on our list. I think that's something we can handle.
Making sure that shrine gets finished.
Yeah.
I think so.
Honestly, it'd be easier if I had somebody who could go and ask for me, but I currently don't
Currently don't what?
have somebody that can go and ask the keeper for me.
Well, who do you need to go and ask?
I'd need another theurge.
Oh, you could
Mm.
ask Rocks your socks.
The only reason
Felix?
he tolerates me is because I'm not blatantly Metis. He doesn't tend to handle them well.
Mm. I haven't talked to him too much about medicine in general. Like, I mean, even the most extreme, the more extreme of us, the more conservative of us. Yes, we exist. Um, they, it's not quite to the level that we saw tonight, but it is a couple of steps. It is a few steps behind it.
There's conservatives
Well,
everywhere. Somebody somewhere is not gonna like me just because of something my parents did. And that's what I get to live with. Till I die on behalf of Gaia. Then if I'm really lucky, I might get to go to the lands of my forebears. Some metas don't get to go there though. You don't prove yourself well enough.
Saoirse reaches up and puts a hand on Alana's shoulder, gives it a comforting squeeze.
She reaches up and pats it with her hand. If you need a handy wipe since I touched you, I'm sure the deerbuck at the cabin has one for you.
oh, I
Nay,
have multiple hand wipes set up here, but they're not for that.
nay, I'm not like that. Now, if, at least not with you. If, a couple of the others touched me, I might want, might want one. But no, I'm comfortable with you. It's totally fine. If I didn't want to touch you, I wouldn't have.
Hey, but I touched you back.
So,
Ooh, the scandal.
I'm gonna get cooties.
Probably already have them. Been breathing the same air I have been for 20 some years now.
Aye, that's true. I'm forever, and she very dramatically says this, I am forever tainted by you the cooties of your medicine-ness.
Alright,
She
so
even
should they be expecting you to grow antlers or maybe a third eye sometime soon?
maybe so. Antlers are weird.
Aye. You're lucky I'm not a ragabash.
What is that?
I'd glue some antlers on you.
Oh, don't give Aiden any ideas. I have so many jokes. Like, say how nice of a rack 10 Point has.
I only counted 9 points on there.
Teresa looks over. Wait, how nice what she is?
A rack? That's what antlers are called on a deer, a rack.
Oh, I was gonna say she never popped helmet. Also, I can't I don't look at that. At least down on Garu.
It's a pun. It's a pun joke. She has a nice rack.
Okay. Okay, I get that. I get that. I don't know shit about deer.
Well, our tribal totem is stag, so I know a thing or two about deer.
That's fair.
They're easy to hunt.
Oh, also, if slash when we start living together, minor favor.
Aye.
Okay, two minor favors. One, for the love of God, we have to keep that place clean.
We have cloths.
Saoirse glares a little bit playfully.
No, you motherfuckers aren't gonna do it right. This is gonna be an everybody thing.
Aye, and what's the other favor?
We can't kill any cockroaches.
Well, let's make sure that we get a place that doesn't have them. Then,
It's New York. All places are going to have them. But we have this.
like we can't kill them as in smash them, or we can't kill them at all. Like set out traps and stuff.
We can't kill them at all.
I didn't hear what you said. If you said anything.
Oh, we can't kill them at all. It's a thing. It's a thing with
It's alright. We can give Chiminage to Crouch and have him keep him in other apartments. Us
yeah, but
I've
we still
eyes and ears for us.
all right. That could be a thing, I suppose.
Umbra warning system.
I mean, it's fine. What we do is look. There's a really nice way to kind of disperse the cockroaches. It involves an empty container of margarine, some red wine, and like vegetable oil.
That sounds like a really kinky first date or something. I
You know, it kind of does, but this is how you get rid of the cockroaches so you can have a kinky first date.
Fair enough. So what does all that do?
Oh, it attracts all the cockroaches to the container. So that way you have a margarine container filled with cockroaches.
Oh, because that's so much better. Then what do we do with them after that? We just
Yeah,
like
you can leave them there and tell whoever you're bringing over to not, for the love of God, not to open the margarine container.
all right then.
No killing cockroaches and keep the place clean. Alright, so keep Aiden and Kumba out. Got it.
Cooper keeps tracking in that fucking mud, I swear to God. It's all right. I can calm down. It's okay.
So east side of the park. That's alright with you?
Sorry, what about the east side of the park?
I said that was alright with you, aye?
Yeah, if we got like an apartment there. As long as we're not, too far away from the set.
You might be 15 minutes if you walk really slowly in the Tellurian, waiting for street lights and such.
All right.
If you're running the Umbra, it'll take you 3.
Okay, that's perfect.
Sounds very reasonable.
So what kind of cash do folks have to chip in towards this? 'Cause I'm not paying it myself.
I got some cash. I'll be all right.
I have an account. My parents give me some money, so I'll be able to pay my fair share.
Do they know you've come over here to see me?
They know that I came over here to help out with my aunt and uncle and possibly go to university here, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen.
Why
It's a
not?
very big city with a lot of people. I can't go on campus. And for a master's in anthropology, you kind of have to be able to go to the school.
Stop being so angry, then. Burn it off before class.
What are you studying anyway?
Um, cultural anthropology and ancient history.
She likes to dig in the dirt.
Or Indiana Jones?
It's a bit more like that.
Yes, you've seen Indiana Jones? Fuck yes.
That is one that I have seen.
Awesome.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask the last or to ask me?
Not that I can think of. To flip the script, anything y'all have for me?
What's your feeling on cats?
I mean, I've never had a cat. Um, are you into like? Wait. I feel like pets are kind of not okay with us.
Generally, they're not. Most animals don't tend to react to us very well. But you see, Savannah can shift into that of a cat.
I didn't know you were into otherkin.
She's not she's not Bastet or Balam.
Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, you mean this chicken actually legit shipped into a cat?
Aye.
Uh,
So I'm just letting you know that occasionally there may be a big black cat wandering around the apartment, seemingly at random, that will have very green eyes.
Teresa looks like she's not sure how to take that.
That's something that has to do with the kind of fairy she is.
Even though Teresa does not have curiosity, she's still gonna roll it. Okay, she's not gonna ask the awful question that she wants to ask.
I never even saw your dice pop up.
Oh, my bad. It was a 3 and a 9. If you want to know what the question was, I'll tell you after the scene ends.
Okay.
I mean, I suppose. I mean, to be honest, I don't know how I feel about non non-Garu just kind of knowing where we're at. If that makes any sense.
Alright, I can just have her in the apartment across the way and keep her separate.
Yeah, because that's not a
We have oaths and agreements with the Fae folk from times immemorial that we protect them and they protect us.
but you're primarily in this for the fucking.
With her, there's more than just fucking. There is definitely a connection.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's not to say that we don't have some interesting sex.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
Saoirse is not saying a word.
Because my worry is it's not an issue of she may bring some kind of taint here or whatever. It's more just an issue of I don't know who this person is.
Would you like to meet her? Again.
Why? I mean, sure, I guess.
Because you've actually been there together at one point, one evening, back before we left for, what was it? The Amazon.
Hmm.
You showed up and then we had the fellas start turning into, stabbing themselves with syringes, turning into giant snake men, and like spitting acid and such. Remember that?
Oh yeah, I remember that. They lived for precisely 7 seconds.
The Zoe Deschanel last that was there,
Oh, okay,
that's her.
okay. New girl, new girl. All right.
Zoe Deschanel.
That's what she described her as to me, so.
Saoirse pulls out her phone and Googles Zoe Deschanel.
That's
Alright
basically what
then.
she looks like, except she has striking green eyes.
Alright then.
Nice.
What did you say?
Oh, all she said was they are very green eyes.
They're greener than mine?
Aye, they
Yes.
almost glow.
Interesting.
And then there's the lass whose eyes change with the seasons. Still haven't seen her to see what her eyes colors is right now.
I wait. What? Her eyes change with the seasons?
I when I first met her, her eyes were orange. That was back in the fall. When I saw her again in the winter, her eyes were white.
Oh, neat.
Bet you they're like budding green or perhaps like a colorful flower kind of color. Now she's a pretty lass.
I mean, what does she look like though?
The best way I can describe her is slender, slightly busty, redhead, has an English accent, the eyes that change with the seasons. From what I've seen, though I could just be mistaken. Hmm. How best to describe her? She has that. There's almost that innocence about her still, which has definitely got this darker, meatier side to her. If you know what I mean.
All right, I get you. I get you.
But there's a few folk. She's the prettiest of the ones I've met, though. Only met a couple, though. Supposedly, Saoirse back there met a couple the other night, like she was talking about. But that's for another time. If you really want to get into it again.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm not gonna lie. I don't meet too many of the others. I met like I think they. Yeah, I met some like wizards one time. You were there for that. That was Halloween. Fuck Halloween.
I
And fuck that edgelord.
I remember that she grabbed Ping after she got paralyzed by that monster. They're flinging Load at me.
That was
At all of us eventually. That
such a boss save, by the way, getting ping out like that. Oh my god, I thought I was gonna have to yank her out myself.
You going back to your own place tonight, or are you heading back to Sept?
I'm probably gonna be bouncing a bit tonight. Though, probably gonna be sleeping on Sept, considering.
Well, I got chimnage to do early in the morning, so if you don't mind us getting back, we can get some sleep before then.
Alright, I got you.
And with that, if there's nothing else people wants to talk about,
Nope.
Yep.
go ahead and end this scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. And again, I apologize for scaring everybody with the beginning. Good night.